Hello, how are you on this, what is today, Saturday? Saturday. That's good. Hey, I got some notes here, and I got some information I wanted to share with you folks, with you liberally minded folks, as I am. uh, okay. Here's talking about the Obama legacy, which we have to promise ourselves to in the future to tell the truth about the success that this man has had at acting like a human being, at courtesy, at respect, at all the wonderful attributes. I think we can see some of them in President Obama that we certainly cannot see in some of these other shysters, kind of like, well, Mitt Romney, Mr. Big Fat Liar. In any case, so let's remember that, because we have to, make sure that we reward the president the right way in the future, and that the history books reflect the hard work he has done for this country and the people of this country, and fairness and justice and equality, which we could never get from a Republican president, and we are so grateful to have this man in office. Okay, now let me tell you something about the Republicans and the crazy fake Christian right. And remember that, fake Christian right, fake Christian right. Do not confuse them with real people who love God and country and other people. Okay? No confusion. They're fake Christian right. All right. Well, what I wanted to say was, any time that you have a minority imposing their will against the majority, as if in Obamacare, where, hey, Obama got elected the president, and we knew what his plans were, and in fact, he already made Obamacare into law. So what we've got here is a minority, a real minority, that's cock crazy out of their minds, and they want to create basically their totalitarian world, because, by the way, that is totalitarianism. That is exactly what they claim to hate about communism, which is that a handful rule, not the general minority. So you see, they're a bunch of, well, what can you say? Scumbags. Took me a long time to get that out. No, really, they are. They're a bunch of scumbags. They have no respect for society. They don't believe in anything except themselves, okay? And by virtue of how they feel about, the majority not exercising its will, we see that they truly are nothing more than tyrants, dictators, autocrats or something like that, totalitarian dirtbags, in fact, they're inverted communists, is what I like to say. Really, they are inverted communists, because I guarantee you, Fidel Castro wouldn't find much difference between these people and himself, beyond the fact that his Communist Party in Cuba is smaller than this Republican right-wing cuckoo clock organization that you got going on here. Oh, by the way, I just heard this on the news. I heard it on Fox News. Fox News. Intellectually, Fox News. Oh, by the way, it's a question, and I'm going to ask you the question. Intellectually, Fox News can compete with the Muppets. Okay? The question is, do you think that Fox News can compete with the Muppets? Okay? Sure they can. What? They're not real, are they? Nah, they can't. It's right here on the list. It says they can't. It says they can't compete with the Muppets intellectually. By the way, some people by the way, some Republicans went over to Italy on a fact-finding tour. Okay, lo and behold, their brains, this Republican right-wing cuckoo clocks, wearing white gowns and crosses, they went over to, anyway, they took this junket down to Italy there, and they went down there, they ate some pizza, and you know what happened? Out of the blue, they must have caught a virus or something because their brains fell out of their heads. No, really. I know I laughed too when I first heard it, but no, really. Their brains fell out of their heads. Now, okay, you'd think they'd be alarmed, right? I mean, if I saw my brain rolling around the floor, I would well, at least I hope I'd pick it up and put it back in, you know, wedge it in or something. But anyway, so here's the thing, right? They drop, their heads fall out, you know, like I said, it might have been a virus or whatever, you know. And they roll on the ground. What do you think happens? Okay? The Italians have nationalized health care. It wouldn't have cost any individual a penny individually to take those brains and rush the Republicans down to the hospital and see if they can't reimplant them in their brain, well, in their cavity, you know, where the brains were, you know. And anyway, you know what the Italians did? Some people I'll never understand. They used their brains and they painted them and they used them to play bocce ball. I mean, it's unbelievable. In fact, this is by the way, this is an exclusive story. Okay, you'll see it all over the news tomorrow morning. You know, I don't know, somehow to me it seemed unfair. You know, I mean, kicking their brains, Republican cuckoo clock brains down the road. Well, actually, I stand corrected. It wasn't a road. It's a square. It's like a rectangular deal, and they put the brains on it, and it has wood walls, and they kick it from one side to the other. And whoever can hit who's the hardest, well, I don't know. Some of those brains, I'm sure, exploded. But not from common sense or intelligence or rationality, but from getting kicked in the head by Democrats, progressives, liberals, and independents, and, you know, everybody and their mother wanted a piece of those brains. Okay, so much for Italian bocce ball. By the way, oh yeah, what was it, Charles Krauthammer? Man, is he ugly. Is that the most weird-looking guy you ever saw in your life? Man, he's got this nose, it looks like, oh shoot, I can't even explain it. But first time I saw him, scared the crap out of me. I said, whoa! I thought I saw, well, I don't know, I thought I saw one of Frankenstein's children. Charles Krauthammer, Frankenstein's child. All right, well, anyway, Charles Krauthammer, whatever his name is, he says that it is highly unfair what Harry Reid has done with going nuclear on the Republican Party. What? Yeah, he says highly unfair. Now, one thing, what do Republicans know about fairness, honesty, integrity, keeping your word? Zero! What do they know best? Lying! Ding, 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 ding. I just won lotto. Okay, so the lying assholes. No, we'll have none of that. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, oh, they don't like the fact, simple majority. By the way, that's what democracy is, simple majority. Look, I live in a family of 4, okay? And I know because over the years, I have taught my children democracy by voting on many things, some of which I have regretted. But, okay, a plurality is a simple majority. 1 more than 0 makes 1 the majority. What is it? Republicans, they don't understand. Maybe that's why they have to fix elections. Because if they fix elections, maybe they don't have to learn what democracy is. You know, they can just do what they want. By the way, I want to point something out to you, and this is serious, okay? This is serious, okay? Why is it all they want is war? War. I was listening to Fox and Krautheimer, you know, and Krauthammer, Charles Krauthammer. There, he's a Muppet. Well, kind of like a Muppet, but I don't want to discredit Jim Henson. Uh, a Muppet did not have the talent. I mean, whoever made Krauthammer, never mind. But in any case, what is it with them in war? Oh, well, here it is. This is it in a nutshell. And I'm telling you, this is the actual truth. They want to attack and win a religious war against Islam. That is their core value. And it supersedes anything about democracy, anything. Well, it involves democracy because they're trying to figure out how to cheat. So there is no democracy, so they can get their people in office and create these fake, well, they wouldn't be fake coming from that party, these very real wars. So, in fact, I think that's the biggest danger facing America today, is keeping this crazy, insane faction of Republicans out of power. It is essential for the internal safety of the United States, and it is absolutely necessary so that we can negotiate and conduct foreign affairs in a manner which is efficacious and in which people will trust us. Let me tell you, nobody trusts the man who shoots first all the time. Particularly when it is not necessary. So these crazy lunatics who think they love God but love no one but themselves can't elect them. And the only way to do that is not to vote for them. So, but why they want war so bad? This little group of nutcases. Well, they want to fight a religious war. That is the only reason. That is the answer. It's hard for a logical person to understand that because, we're raised under this fantasy about, freedom of religion and freedom of expression. But let me tell you something. The Republican Party wants no part of that. And they prove it every day. They want war. One thing we can do is give money to Democratic, progressive, independent, liberals who run for office. Because it takes money to advertise. And, they rigged the selection system. First, they rigged the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court decided that money was people. And that money can donate money. Essentially is what they decided. Just a bunch of dried up prunes who, really, let's get more younger people. I think it's time America realized that active, healthy minds are young. They're not in their 80s. By the time you're 80 years old, you've forgotten more than you will ever know. And that includes myself. I know where I'm headed. To the cerebral la-la land. Yeah. Okay, what else is new? I wanted to mention that. The Republican Party, folks, is today's revolutionary party. Believe that. They are today's revolutionary party. They want to get rid of the vote. They've done a good job at they want to disenfranchise anybody without a college diploma. You can't vote. Did you know that was one of their goals? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they think that, and don't worry, my sources are good. Okay? In fact, so good they didn't know they were my sources. But here's the thing. they don't think that everybody is able intellectually to vote and cast a vote for the best candidate. Now, of course, who's the best candidate? Well, to these turkeys, the best candidate is another right-wing crazy bing-bat Republican. You see? So that's another goal. Look for it in the future because they're going to try to disenfranchise anyone. Voter ID is the beginning. From there, we're going to education, baby, for your right to vote. And don't be surprised when it's followed by speaking the language. What? You got to understand English to understand the value of democracy, of plurality, of vote, of one man, one woman, one vote. You have to understand the English language. Nonsense. But this is where they're headed. See, they know they can't keep, okay? Well, they know they can't get, better said, that little lily white of Puritan, white Anglo-Saxon Protestants running the country in their little elite circle with the Koch brothers funding the money and all the other assholes who aren't worth the shit as well. See? So, and by the way, don't let my language surprise you. I know it's a little bit off color, a little bit, but I want to tell you something. You should see these these fake Christians cuss. Man, they make me sound like, I don't know, I can't say Boy Scouts. Some of them curse up a storm. I don't know. A neophyte. An embryo. In any case, that's it in a nutshell. Let me see if I got anything here I missed. Well, not only are they the revolutionists, but really let me explain something to you. What they're doing to manipulate voting laws, okay, is treason. It is treason to try to disenfranchise otherwise eligible voters for criminal intent, which is fraud. They're citizens of the United States, they're born here, they vote. That's all there is to it. Let me see what else I got here. Okay. Another group of revolutionaries came into play. And this group gets rid of the whole every Republican in the Senate, every Republican in the House, and brings in a whole new batch of independents, a whole new batch of progressives, liberals, and other people, and other people in groups with brains. Anyway, I hope you have a great holiday and pay attention to these things. Really, I tell you, this stuff requires your attention. I do this for free. By the way, please buy my books. My name is Rene Abril, A-B-R-I-L, and I gotta laugh. Pitchman. I got 3 books with Amazon.com, and they're pretty good books. There's something for everyone. But I sure could appreciate it and would appreciate it. And in any case, I wish you the best and the best of the holidays. And may God bless you.